Here we have a SAT math question. Okay, let's go to the information. Given the equation involving the temperature T in degrees Celsius of a substance and the pressure P in atmospheres to which it is subjected, 2T positive 3 over T negative 4 equals to P positive 1 over 2P negative 5. Express the temperature T in terms of the pressure P. Okay, in the given equation, we have to solve for T in terms of P. Okay, so for that, what I'm going to do is, in my first attempt, I'm going to do cross multiplication. That is, the numerator on the left side has to be multiplied by the denominator on the right side, and the numerator on the right side has to be multiplied by the denominator on the left side. So when I do so, first let me multiply this numerator 2t positive 3 by this denominator 2p negative 5. Then I'm getting 2t positive 3 times 2p negative 5. On the right side, I multiply this numerator p positive 1 by this denominator t negative 4. Then I'm getting t negative 4 times p positive 1. Let me write it. Okay, now let's multiply these two binomials using the FOIL method. First, let me multiply the first terms. 2t times 2p will become 4 tp, and when I multiply the outer terms, that is 2t negative 5, I'll be getting negative 10t. Now let me multiply the inner terms, positive 3 times positive 2p, then I'm getting 6p. And now let me multiply the last terms of positive 3 and negative 5, I'm getting negative 15. Okay, now let me do the same thing to get multiplication of these two binomials. T times p is tp, t times 1 is t, negative 4 times p is negative 4p, negative 4 times 1 is negative 4. Okay, here my aim is to solve for t, but I find the terms which contain t on both sides of the equation. So let me get rid of the terms which contain t on the right side. So for that, I have to subtract tp from both sides. Let me do it. And also I have to subtract t from both sides. Let me do it. And also I have to get rid of the two terms which contain t on the left side. For that, I have to subtract 6p from both sides. Let me do it. And also I have to add 15 to both sides. Okay, so let me do the simplification. When I combine negative 4tp and negative tp, I'm getting 3tp. When I combine negative 10t, negative t, I'm getting negative 11t. Okay, this positive 6p, negative 6p will cancel out. Negative 15, positive 15 will cancel out. Equals to positive tp, negative tp will cancel out. Positive t, negative t will cancel out. When I combine this negative 4p, negative 6p, I'm getting negative 10p. When I combine negative 4, positive 15, I'm getting positive 11. Okay, now I got the terms which contain t only on the left side of the equation. So now what I can do is like I can factor t from these two terms, because t is the greatest common divisor for the two terms on the left side. So we can factor t out. If I factor t out, what do I get inside the parenthesis? For that, what I have to do is I have to divide both the terms on the left side by the one I factor, that is t. When I divide this 3tp by t, I'm getting 3p. Negative, when I divide this 11t by this t, I'm just getting 11. So equals to negative 10p positive 11. Okay, now, what I have to do is I have to get up this 3p negative 11, which is multiplied by t, because my aim is to solve for t in terms of p. So to get up this 3p negative 11, which is multiplied by t, I have to divide both sides by 3p negative 11. Let me do it. So here this 3p negative 11, 3p negative 11 will cancel out. Now I'm getting t equals to negative 10p positive 11 over 3p negative 11. Okay, here when I look at the expression in numerator on the right side, that is we have negative 10p positive 11. So the term which contains p is having negative sign. Actually, we have solved for t in terms of p. In numerator, the term which contains p has negative sign. Okay, when I go over the four answer choices, only in answer choice B, the term which contains P has negative sign. But here in our answer, we have negative 10P. But here we have negative 7P. So there is no chance for this option B to be answer for the above question. So we can reject option B. Okay, when I consider the remaining three options, A, C, and D, in all the three remaining options in numerator, the term which contains P as a positive sign. So we have to make this negative 10P as positive in our answer also. So for that, what I will do is I am going to factor the negative sign out from the terms in numerator. So when I factor negative sign out, this negative 10P will become positive 10P, and this positive 11 will become negative 11 over 3P negative 11. Okay, now I can move this negative sign to denominator, because my aim is to get the term which contains P as a positive sign. So let me do it. Now I'm moving this negative sign to denominator. When this negative sign is moved to denominator, this negative sign is applicable for the complete expression in denominator. Now I'm getting 10P negative 11 over negative of 3P negative 11. Okay, now t equals to 10p negative 11. Now we can distribute this negative sign to this 3p and negative 11. When I do so, I'm getting negative 3p, positive 11. Now t equals to 10p negative 11 over. Now we can write the positive term first, that is 11. Then we can write the negative term next, that is 11 negative 3p. Okay, in our answer, so the term which contains p numerator as positive sign. Okay, so we have 10p negative 11, I mean t equals to 10p negative 11 over 11 negative 3p. Let's check in which option, answer choice we have this stuff. So clearly we have this stuff 10p negative 11 over 11 negative 3p in option A. So the correct answer choice for this question is option A.